I'm up here now on the roof where I've done a few videos. You know, tennis without a racket, tennis without a ball, tennis of the future, two-hand tennis. And now I'm up here without any of that, just in the chair. Up here with Dad, soaking in the sun here. But in the final analysis, the real, my real expertise in evolution of tennis and everything is that what goes on between the ears is what's important. My contribution to tennis was actually the will to lose. Nobody really talks or has talked about the will to lose. In our society, we always talk about the will to win. But there's a will to lose. If there's a will to win, there's a will to lose, because everything always has two, and the other thing is usually its opposite. So if you think that you have the will to win or that you lack the will to win, analyze yourself in the will to lose. From my lifetime of experience, of playing, teaching, analyzing my own game, I can tell you that the will to lose is a great area of analysis that still needs to be done. And the mental game. Quite frankly, this mental game is the real difference between the players. Look what's happened to Murray recently. What changed in his mental game? Is it just a maturation in years, or did something actually happen there? Why wasn't he able to manifest this earlier in his career? Same could be said about Fish. Why didn't he manifest that earlier in his career? Or even, say, Tommy Haas. Why is he so good now at 34 or 33, 34? Why couldn't he do this at 21 when he had more physical prime? Another interesting thing is Roddick. Why, after an initial start, he was never able to do it again? And why at tender age of 30 or whatever he's decided to quit? Why is Federer still continuing? Why do most of them still continue now? Is it just for money? Or has the mental dynamic changed? This is the real area for tennis analysis. You don't need a court. You don't need a racket. You don't need a ball or a philosophy about how many hands to use. The real analysis of tennis of the future is in the psychology of the game, the philosophy of the game. That's where we are now, and that's what I'm bringing you here. Bringing you the will to lose. What does that really mean? You've never heard about the will to lose in tennis. You've never heard in this society about the will to lose in everything. Because in our society, all we do is talk about the positive thoughts. Will to win, showing the will to win. Charge through that wall. Will to win. See? This is our whole thing of education. Not to really understand the individual, only to understand his function, trying to outpace everybody in society. See? These are deep things within the individual. So this is my first few minutes of bringing this to you. And I just wanted to introduce certain concepts that my tennis teaching doesn't require a court, doesn't require a wall, doesn't require a racket, doesn't require a ball. All it requires is you, the analysis of yourself.